This computer. Not yet, Caspar.
Putting the meeting. Okay. It's now live. It's all live now.
Good evening and welcome to the Chalk and Cheese Show this Wednesday. Gosh, I threw myself off. I was looking at Casper then and I was thinking, shit, is he doing the intro? Am I doing the intro? But here we are. As I said, you tune into the Chalk and Cheese Show. We are going live off Facebook. We are going live off our website, which is www.chalkandcheese or actually chalkcheeseshow.com, and you will see us and hear us visually. Is that like, does that make sense visually? No, I don't think it makes sense. Let's run with it. So, enough about us. Don't worry, Casper, I haven't forgotten you, mate. How have you been? I'm not used to intros, as people can probably tell by now. Usually it's Casper, because I'm the one that's usually pushing all the buttons and stuff like that. So, Casper, how are you?
Yeah, man, I have to say that intro was a bit shocking, to be fair. But you'll get there. Don't worry, you're gonna get there. Just a few more and you'll be fine. Yeah, man, sweet. Yeah, I'm good. Literally had a bit of a fucking week of it, to be fair. With work and everything else. Got a few things coming up this week. Like personally. But yeah, mate, just same shit, different day, you know?
Yeah.
Same shit, different day. I've got so much to say that's so off target and off course of tonight's show regarding what's happening in the UK. But I'm gonna leave that for another time, man, because if I start ranting about that blonde-haired bastard, then yeah, well, there won't be enough fucking time left for the show. So yeah, man. But yeah, but other than that, yeah, man, good, really good, really good. I'm excited about tonight. Obviously, we have a London-based artist. That's the first one. She's the first one. From London, yeah.
Ooh, wow.
And we have Schmuck as well.
Yes.
All the way from downtown New York. So yeah, man. Looking forward to tonight's show. Yeah, I think we should crack on, mate. I'll let you take the reins tonight, mate. I'm just gonna sit back, relax, chill, and say what I need to say when I need to say it.
That's dangerous, man. As you can tell, like, this is unrehearsed. We go live. We don't edit anything. We just go live and run with it. We don't give a shit. But yeah, I'm quite like excited to have Smook on as well, because obviously we've been talking for a little while now, and he's from New York, and I don't think we've had an artist from New York. We've had him from New Jersey every single fucking week, because New Jersey at the moment is on fire. You got to admit, like, the stuff that's coming out of Jersey at the moment is hot. So, and we've got can I call you Lovely tonight? Lovely Kai, and I got that right, hopefully. But yeah, she's from downtown London. So what we do with the show, we bring people together, make sure they connect. So after the show, we expect these two to collab. And they're probably thinking, hang on, I haven't heard music, but neither have we. So we're going to review the music tonight, and we're going to see what you guys think. Massive shout out to everyone watching on Facebook. And don't forget, you can subscribe to our channel as well. And this will be on YouTube later on, just in case you miss it. So enough of me talking. I am going to head straight over to Kai, and welcome. Look, I sounded that really... I made that sound really fancy then. Kai. I promise I won't do that again, because we are raw as fuck here. But sorry, Kai. Yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself. Kai, you are from London, and you were telling us off air you kind of weren't originally from London. Just tell us a little bit about yourself. I made that up, didn't I?
Up straight away, man.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, I just think he should just stop talking. Kai. So, Kai.
Yeah, when did I ever say I wasn't from London?
That's that charcoal saying, "Oh yeah, I sound Australian, but I'm not Australian."
Do you know what threw me off? Do you know what threw me off, Kai? It was because Casper said he doesn't think you have a London accent, and that's what kind of threw me off. Sorry about that.
But you don't think I have a London accent? I think it depends on what makes you think that. What kind of accent
have I got? Because you're getting mad.
Yeah, I got
Comes
a
out.
bit
Like
of-
it's
I
it's
just
like
wondered- I
like
just wondered
EastEnders.
what sort of accent you think I have then. If I don't
I'd say
know.
kind of more of a Cambridge style accent.
I no, I am born and bred in Shepherd's Bush,
Good,
West London,
good.
and
West.
So the
yeah,
posh side, we'll say then.
the nice side is what you mean.
I'm only
um,
saying that because I'm giving Casper shit because he's from the other side, east side. Definitely, definitely.
I got
Anyway,
family in the east
enough
side. I
about
think that,
locations. We want to hear about your music. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. How you got into kind of music originally.
okay, so I mean, I always loved singing initially, and I went to college wanting to study music, but as it goes, I ended up acting. I ended up being an actress and learning how to act before I started music. And then after I did all that, I actually went into music technology, and then I studied at Point Blank Music School in East London,
Right.
I believe.
Getting
I think
started.
it's in East. Um, and that's sort of, and I started using Fruity Loops and Soundtrack Online, and that's when I started making music at home. So
Fruity
that's
Loops.
kind of like
Oh my
of
God.
my origin story, as it were.
So with Fruity Loops, so obviously you've moved on from Fruity Loops because one thing I found about Fruity Loops is that once you start using it, your computer gets shut down with viruses after about 10 minutes. So yeah, I didn't really like Fruity Loops when it came out. It was hot. Everyone was over it. It's just like MySpace. Everyone jumped all over MySpace. Now I'm showing my age. Don't you worry. I'm pretty young at heart.
I don't know much about MySpace. I just remember Fruity Loops being free, and I think that
It
was
was
the
just
most
one of the
important thing,
softwares that
that it was
everybody,
free.
if everybody jumped on when they were in college or in school, like trying to make beats and stuff like that. And to be fair, there was some decent beats that actually come off of it, like back in the day. Do you know what I mean? Like, when I was in school, like 15, 16 years ago, like there was some decent beats that were coming off of it. So yeah, we have to give Fruity Loops some credit to a certain extent, but yeah, Kai, tell us about like your music. What type of like style of music do you enjoy producing and singing?
Yeah, I mean, I would probably put myself in the pop category, but I mean, I've got lots of influences growing up from like R&B, which is really heavy
Mm-hmm.
in my music. I used to listen to, Mariah, and my sister, who's older than me, she always used to play me like Mary J. Blige and groups like Total and all of these people, which like really helped like heavily influence my music. But being from London as a whole and from West London, I still feel very much that my music incorporates a lot of house and like touches of garage. Like my brother used to always listen to garage, and um, but yeah, I'd say it's a nice sort of alternative pop. My music, I like to put it as. Um,
It's,
yeah.
well, we was only talking about it like the other day. We had an artist on, and we said to him, "Oh yeah, by the way, like you'll sound great on a garage track." I think garage has just kind of died in the UK just a little bit. No, it's kind of like taking a back seat a little bit because you got all this house music like coming through, and in my opinion, what I hear in the charts now, it all kind of sounds the same, like the house music. Like there are a lot of producers that are kind of doing very, very similar things, using same hooks, same melodies, same drum loops, blah 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 blah. So what kind of puts you away from that kind of like, I can't say anything about your music because I haven't heard it before, but um, let's say commercial that sound, or would you say you have a pretty commercial sound?
I'd like to think I have a pretty commercial sound. The elements of garage are just, I like fast tempo things, and I think that is definitely something I picked up of my siblings overall. But I totally agree with the way that music is now in terms of house. Everything sort of does sound the same.
Yeah.
If you do your research and you dig a bit deeper on it's harder to find more original music now, even though there's like bigger platforms like Spotify, and that you really have to dig into Spotify to find that type of music. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think overall, I just always wanted it to influence my music overall. I think when you're an R&B artist from the UK, you tend to have more of a British sound overall, and I think you're heavily influenced by things like house, like more so than in America, you'd be influenced by things like hip hop. You know, so I think, yeah, there's always that slight element, I think. But overall, a commercial pop R&B artist.
Just like what Craig David's done to kind of the garage scene as well. Like he was one of the originators, you know, with his R&B kind of influences and blends into the kind of the garage scene as well. So you talk about kind of producing, you talk about little fast tempo music. You know, what kind of, have you done all your production of all your tracks, or have you kind of got assistance from?
No, I'm such a novice. So at the beginning, I had a very specific idea as to what type of music I wanted to make. And I did, like I said, I did study music tech for a while. So my first couple of tracks, I fully composed and produced those, which maybe I shouldn't have. You know, maybe I needed a little bit more work. But now I tend to work with producers and other like composers on Airbit and BeatStars, if I can say those names.
Yeah, of course
And
you can. You can say what you
yeah,
like.
other independent sort of producers now.
Yeah.
And it also takes a load off my shoulders as well. It takes a long time to make a track.
Yeah, for sure.
It takes a long time to compose instrumentals and write the song and arrange the song. So, and I like collaborating with producers and things. Yeah.
Hey, Casper probably knows what I'm going to say. We had a producer on last week who has just signed a deal with kind of a major production over in the US. His name is Mini Producer. He goes by, and you've probably seen him. You probably don't know the name, but you've probably seen him go viral. He's all over kind of TikTok at the moment. He produces really unique beats, and he's currently working with I think it's called King Master, who is currently working with J. Cole, so producing all J. Cole's beats. So and he was on the show last week, and literally 3 days later he dropped his announcement how he's working with this new production team now. So we could link you up somehow. Don't you worry about that.
Wow.
Make sure you check him out. It's called Mini Producer. He's on Instagram, and his beats are absolutely, they're hard. So, but yeah, I've noticed in your EPK as well that you sent over, you talk about doing some shows in the indie kind of scene. How did you find that, being an R&B artist or a pop artist? You know, going to an indie club and performing in front of kind of that crowd, so to speak.
So, like I said, because I'm commercial pop, it's always a little bit more difficult when you think about going to perform live. But when I studied at Point Blank, my teacher, Phil, he was super on performing live. And so if you can break your songs down, every time I used to perform, I do it acoustically with a guitarist or a pianist, which made it a lot more palatable for like the indie sort of crowd, because, you know, they love a good guitar, the indie crowd, you know, and like if you roll in there with a heavy sort of backing track, it doesn't really work so well. So when I was first sort of gaining and building confidence in that way, I just used to perform with a guitarist at my side and just break the songs down more acoustically, and you know, it worked, and it got me more experience, you know, performing live, which I want to do more and more, you know.
Yeah, see, I love that. I love that about artists, like when they strip back their biggest song, because it takes on a whole new meaning. Well, when the song is absolutely stripped back, you take away the drums, you take away everything, and you just have a guitar. You hear the words differently. The song touches you differently in whatever way it may be. That Jess Glynn, she done it perfectly with her song My Love. It was a dance banger, but when she done it acoustically, it just meant something completely different. So is that kind of like something that you would continue to do? Obviously like going around London, because obviously you have like places like Camden and places like that that are quite alternative, let's say. So is it kind of just like the commercial pop crowd that you are predominantly like aiming on, or do you want to get your music far and wide and try experiment with like different musics like indie and maybe soft rock or like reggae or dance or whatever it may be?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always open to sort of pushing the boundaries of my genre, you know, absolutely. And I do want to perform sort of more and more live where I can. You know, part of being an artist, especially at the beginning when you're unsigned, and I'm sure Snook can probably agree as well, is that you don't have much to work with. You just have yourself. So you have to strip back all of, you know, you don't have a manager, you don't have a makeup art, you don't have all these things. So, you know, you have to strip it back as much as possible. And going in there with a guitarist is probably not just because it can resonate a bit better in terms of feeling with the audience, but it's because it's cheap, if I'm honest. It's because it's easy. Ed Sheeran said once that he wasn't in a band, or he stopped being in a band because trying to get them together as a group to rehearse live was like nigh impossible. So, you know, part of it is sort of, you know, making it more of a load that you can actually carry when you go out and do these performances. So absolutely, I want to perform more live, but I also want to do, you know, the big Beyonce sets with all your dancers. But at the beginning, you know, you got to take one step at a time, really.
Yeah. Of course. So Charcoal, I'm ready to hear one of Kai's songs.
So I think we're ready. All right, let's start the talking, and let's listen to what Kai has to deliver. Let's hear her first track called "Fuck With Me."
Fuck with me, choose your player, time and place. I can stay up, convey your atmosphere. By Friday, think about this love. Got me thinking that someday we could get it done. I've been feeling nostalgic, but when the future comes, fuck with me. Best thing to do is fuck with me. All you wanna do is I've been thinking about us, I've been thinking about us. All the things you do, all the things you do. I've been thinking about us, I've been thinking about us. All the things you do, all the things you do. Take me to the beach, the sea, hands on my body. All the things you make me feel. Tell your friends about me, turn a mama queen, pretty as can be, and how I like to keep it real. I've been thinking about Friday, thinking about this love. Got me thinking that someday we could get it done. I've been feeling nostalgic, but when the future comes, fuck with me. Best thing to do is fuck with me. All you wanna do is I've been thinking about us, I've been thinking about us. All the things you do, all the things you do. I've been thinking about us, I've been thinking about us. All the things you do, all the things you
Into the Chalk and Cheese Show. That was sounds of Kai Roberts and Fuck With Me. Kai, fucking hell, mate.
With
I
us.
wasn't expecting it.
No,
I'm not even-
it's also Kai Justine, honey.
I-
It's because I don't use Facebook, and clearly I haven't updated it in like about 10 years. So
I'm just going to stick with Kai then. What? Let me tell you something about that tune, yeah, because it began, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with this one because I'm expecting that slow R&B like vibe to drop on it, but the fuck, shit, Kai, your vocals are like silky smooth, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you, like they are fucking. that's just powerful. That's a powerful vocals, and you ain't even got to like scream and yell and like go high or anything. You just silky smooth, man. Like that's like fine. That's like the finest buttermilk that you can buy, and you're just waving on it. Like seriously, I love it as well. How you don't sound American. You don't understand how many British people they try to sound American on tracks because that's what they feel that will sell. Your track needs to go on Kiss Fresh, is an absolute banger. And I think it'll be a pleasure for Kiss to play that track because like I say, man, Kai, fuck, it's refreshing to hear, man, from a UK artist instead of hearing like drill and grime and stuff like that. That took me back. That took me back to like my early 20s. And I was like, and I ain't even that old, but that took me back, man. Like that took me back. That took me to a place where I was thinking, yeah, okay, it would have suited nice when I was here or I was there. Like, Kai, amazing, perfect.
Glad you like it. Thank you. Such beautiful and kind words.
And this is why I don't listen to it beforehand.
Okay.
Because I can rehearse what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, that track give me feels. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I would, yeah.
Go on.
Sorry.
This is probably a bit of a step away from my usual style, if I'm honest. It is quite sort of heavy, more like a bedroom pop, more sort of jungle, garage, house, a bit more like that style.
It was kind of getting up there with the BPMs, wasn't it? What was that around? Was that around like 130, you'd say?
No, a bit more than that, man.
Pardon?
Oh, I think it's 142, if I remember.
Yeah, the BPM is high on that, man. It's high.
It was up there because it was a bit like a kind of, like you say, a jungle trap. So it was like kind of mixed between garage and, but anyway. My bit of rundown on that track. So, when the vocals kind of kicked in, I was trying to think, and this is what I try and do. I try to analyze your vocals and put it towards the artist. Now, don't slay me on this one, but had a little bit of a kind of a Lily Allen flavor to that. Those vocals, like those soft vocals that she brought on some of her tracks. What's that female attitude? Is it Sweet Like Chocolate?
I remember that song.
Yeah, so it's a
to be fair, yeah, I can kind of see where you're going with it. Lily Allen's a bit of a stretch, but yeah, the Sweet Like Chocolate Boy vibe, I can kind of see where you're going with it. But obviously, Kai's vocals are a lot smoother and silkier. Her vocals just suit that type of music.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that style when you gone to a garage night and it's kind of coming to the end of the night. And, you want to kind of grind up on some girl that's been watching you. You've been watching some girl. And you just literally just like, give them the eyes. Come on.
See, I would have flipped that. I would listen to that track whilst having pre-drinks. That's what I would do. If I'm going to go out on a good night out, then I'm going to listen to that track pre-drinks.
You know what? That's so it can match both styles. Like the end of the night, start of the night. Hey, we want it to be the middle of the night where everyone's kind of banging on their dance floor. But anyway, getting back to the track. So, is that your production? Is that one of your productions?
It's not my instrumental. It's made by a guy called Damameke. And I met him on BeatStars. And I wrote it pretty quickly. It's quite a short track overall. It's interesting that you mentioned how it makes you feel in terms of like nostalgia, because I do sort of feel that like it's sort of like a short but sweet summer romance, this track. It's not, not everything good sort of lasts. And I feel like it's that sort of, you just meet a guy and you're in a car and you're just driving and it's sunset and it's just a sort, it doesn't last, but it's perfect when it's there. So I do kind of get what you mean.
No, for sure. What we're going to do as well, let's just keep the music rolling. So we're going to jump into your next track, and then we'll have a few questions after that one as well. So, but I really love that track. And look, you probably weren't around or knew about us last year and Casper's probably well, he's going to hate me for this one anyway. We had a competition, like, so we had we're both DJs outside of this remit, but we had a battle, and it was, the genres were hip hop. Was it hip hop or was it slow jams? I can't remember, Casper, was it?
I don't know. It was like an R&B hour each, and then it was a UK garage. And I smashed it on R&B, and I can't believe he smashed an Englishman on garage. But
Australia.
He got me. Had a good day. He had a good day.
Come on, man, you should have killed me. And I was just playing all bangers all night. But anyway, so let's listen to this second track by Kai. And I don't want to get this wrong, because I got this wrong when we were talking off air. But this track's called DAB. Hopefully I got that right. And yeah, you're listening to the Chalk and Cheese Show. Let's do this.
Do you know I don't like ya? I let you go, so I could fly and live. Gave what I could give, no questions if I could survive without you. I'm a star, I can shine. Don't you think it's crazy how I was right? It's my time, yeah, it's my time, and I bet you never thought that I could do this right. My champagne on ice, my vest, my shoes, my cane, my jewels, and I don't want for nothing. You know that I don't like to brag, but since you, I grew this attitude. Don't need no DAB, dead ass bitch. I don't need that shit. Don't need no DAB. You're a glitch. I don't need that shit. You should know by now, you should know by now. Now, I have figured you out, I have figured you out. No DAB, dead ass bitch. I don't need that shit. You must know by now that I moved on. Had to upgrade my life and your bullshit. All of this and your foolishness, so don't say he said, she said, and who's best you? I got my champagne on ice, my vest, my shoes, my cane, my jewels, and I don't want for nothing. You know that I don't like to brag, but since you, I grew this attitude. Don't need no DAB, dead ass bitch. I don't need that shit. Don't need no DAB. You're a glitch. I don't need that shit. You should know by now. You should know by now. Now, I have figured you out. I have figured you out. No DAB, dead ass bitch, and I don't need that shit. 'Cause I don't need that ish. No bad energy in my field. Don't you call my phone thinking that you're grown. Don't you come around me. Don't need no DAB, dead ass bitch. I don't need that shit. Don't need no DAB. You're a glitch. I don't need that shit. You should know by now. You should know by now. Now, I have figured you out. I have figured you out. No DAB, dead ass bitch. I don't need that shit.
I'm not even gonna lie, man. You fucking trying to finish me tonight. Shit. Fuck. I swear to God, yeah. Like I had the skank face going at one point. I had the skanking fingers out. Them skanking fingers ain't been out in years, man. The skank face, it just disappeared, man. It got erased from my life. Fuck. Okay. Fuck, man. You've taken me back like too far back. now. Like that is a vibe. I'm not gonna lie. That again, man, another fucking banger. It's just with you, I can just imagine your album. Like there's 10 songs in it, and you're not gonna skip one. I can imagine it already. I'm just gonna listen to it for an hour straight. Like, Kai, fuck. If you don't get signed by the end of the year, man, there's something wrong with the industry. I'm not even just saying that. Like, your tunes need to be heard. They need to be heard, like on a big, big, big scale, because that DAB track is summertime now.
That came out last year, I think.
Yeah. I'm telling you now, re-release it this year, smash it on TikTok. That's it, man. You're paid. I guarantee you put that on TikTok, you're paid. Fuck, Charcoal, I can't, man. Like I feel like I need to get up and just breathe, man. I said, like,
It's funny.
fire, the bang. And I'm not just saying that because like you're English and you're British and you're from London, where I'm from. Credit where it's due, man. The fucking fire. That is it. That's it. Shut down. That is just shut down now.
Oh, you're super sweet. Thank you. I'd actually even say that DAB is probably the biggest hit that I've had so far, actually.
Like how
I
you
need to hear the biggest one then. I need to hear the biggest one.
Wait.
Like if you have it or something like that, send me that EP because I will play it all around Essex in the car and I will make sure it's heard. Trust me. Trust me.
Oh my
I
god.
love it when this guy gets excited. It just makes me chuckle. But yeah, look, another one, as Khaled would say. Yeah, like I just want to replicate what he says. Casper, he's just. I love the hook on that. Hey, you mentioned before, hey, when you played in those clubs, when you stripped back everything and you kind of took all the instrumentals away, then just let the bass run on that track, and you could hear your vocals a lot clearer then. And you know, look, you've got really good vocals, and I want to hear some really slow jams from you, and I don't know if you kind of got that in your repertoire, and you probably do in your EPK that you sent me through, but because you know what, I could see you also featuring with a rapper or a hip hop artist as well on either one of those tracks, so you know they could be a feature on that track, and you just obviously do your stuff, and they can come in just to kind of break that up a little bit as well, maybe on the hook on the second one or the third one in. Yeah, that will just
So Charcoal.
But-
I'm sorry, mate. But I feel Kai's got bars. I reckon she can spit as well. I'm not even gonna lie. I reckon she could spit. But on the DAB track, I reckon the perfect person to collaborate with her would be Sierra. Because as soon as I heard that, I got Sierra vibe straight away, like from the intro. And I reckon with Kai featuring Sierra, not the other way around, but Sierra featuring on that track, fuck man, that's gonna explode. Or even Craig David, he's gonna spit a nice little 16 on there. Like he's going, that track's going somewhere. It needs to go somewhere.
I see.
It can't just
I love a bit of Craig David. I
man-
love Sierra as well.
I see a man on there just smashing it, just kind of bringing that that hardness to that track, just literally, and it will complement it because obviously you got that rough and the smooth with that track. You know, you're talking about dead ass bitch. You know, I think it kind of needs that rawness in there as well, from some male vocals on there. But that's just my suggestion anyway. Take it or leave it. But yeah, I hadn't heard that track. I heard the first one only, as I said, 16 bars on it. But yeah, I'm liking both of them, and you can see you got the influence of garage through your brothers and yeah, it's coming. I wanted to ask you, like, what are your thoughts around the garage scene, or even kind of the UK scene at the moment? How do you see that going?
I mean, if I'm honest, when I didn't produce the instrumental of this track, I found it, and it's made by a guy called I think it's pronounced Barre. So in terms of it being sort of like that garage influence, I think that's just kind of what I hear when I like songs. When I hear an instrumental and it has a certain tempo and a certain sound to it, I think garage or at least house and drum and bass is sort of definitely attuned to my ear when I hear songs. The
Raver.
scene now, sorry.
You're a raver.
Am I a raver? You know, I'm not really. I think when I was like 18, I used to still sort of go out to sort of like the little underground raves. But the scene has died. Let's not pretend it's still alive, really.
Yeah,
But I think it's sort of evolving into something else. House is you know, like we've got a house where it's like, you know, K-Tronada. It's a different kind of house and it's a bit funky and things are sort of changing in lots of ways with garage. I think there is still a bit more of a scene, but it's quite heavy now. Like even dubstep. I think dubstep was quite, I remember like N-dubs being quite a big thing, but if you speak about dubstep now, it's quite a heavy sort of hardcore sound in comparison to what I remember it being when I was sort of growing up. But I think the best thing is just to make music that you love, that you like. And I think fundamentally, it just all sort of becomes a bigger sort of genre of just commercial music overall. I mean, because when we look in the charts now, it's definitely a mix of house and R&B and some sort of, you know, like pop folk indie. And it's never just one thing really. So, but I'm all for experimenting. And I think the stuff that I'll, you know, be working on in the future will be very different to the stuff that I've already released.
Well, I have to say, Kai, next time you're live and you're performing live, hook me up, please. I need to dance. I need to get the skank face out. I need to get the skanking fingers out. Like shit, man. I just need to have a good time. Like, so don't worry about no fucking guitarist. I want to hear that beat, man. I want to hear the beat. I want to move. Like, and I'm only in Essex, so it's literally 45 minutes. I'm there, man. Like, I'm there.
I'll definitely hook you up. I'll drop you a line next time.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like, I need to see it. I need to see it. I need to hear it. That's it.
So, Kai, like what's going on in the future with you? You kind of mentioned that you're going to be working on some stuff. Like, what can we expect from you coming up?
Well, so Fuck With Me, the first single, the first one you played, shall I say, that comes out the 22nd of July.
Oh, wow.
And I just filmed a little music video for that, which will be out in the next couple of weeks as well. So that's my summer really, that song. Yeah. And then I mean, like so many artists, and I'm sure Smoke can probably agree, I'm always working on music, and I have just sort of like songs that I'm working on all the time, and sort of like curating a sort of style for the next sort of era of me, which is probably going to change. Although I don't want to give anything away, it's probably not as light as everything I'm bringing out now. I think everything that is out now is quite not girly, but like quite feminine, quite light, quite bubbly. And I think maybe I might go a bit darker with the next stuff.
You know what, Kai? Like you describe it as girly, feminine. I was vibing it, so it can't be that girly. It's that feminine. You know what I'm saying? Like I was the fuck.
Let's get rid of the girly and just add the I'd say feminine in the sense of being light and airy, or maybe just upbeat and happy. Yeah. I don't
right. Charcoal, I'm gonna put you on the spot now. For me, Kai, probably top 3 artists we've ever had on the show, and I'm not just saying that because she's English and she's from London. Her vibe is fucking there, man. It's there.
So you know what? You've just set me up.
I'm gonna say top 3. She's definitely top 3, maybe top 2.
And you just set me up, because obviously now if I go, you know what? Yeah, she's not in my top 3. I'll look like a prick, won't I?
Not at all, man. Not at all. That's why I'll put you on the spot. You give me your honest opinion. Where would you put Kai in the ranks? Because she's high. In my rank, she's high.
She's
there.
Wait, let's get some tickets first, and then I'll give.
Oh gosh.
Fucking cop out, man.
You
Cop
just-
No.
oh,
Look,
out.
having a female artist on the show doing garage, oh yeah, I got to give you mad respect. So you're definitely up there. Definitely, I've got my favourites, and I can't move away from my favourites that have been on this show. Shout out to Ice Mees. He's one of my favourite rappers. Is he from New Jersey as well? Anyway, look him up, and you'll understand. He brings that kind of old school fucking hip hop vibe, and I just love that kind of music. But saying that, I do really like your stuff, Kai, and just slip another ticket in the mail for me. Don't worry.
you don't just have to say that, Charcoal. It's okay.
No. Look, I do.
No,
Don't worry.
to be fair, DJ Charcoal is a bigger garage head than I am.
I am.
So-
Is
So,
Yeah,
like you're is that perfect artist in a way.
and that's what I'm
It's
saying.
got- I'd say that it does have like that nostalgic sound. Those tracks. I think that's why I picked those two the most. Like as a tribute to Future.
I really love those two tracks, and as I said, it's the first time we've heard them, and I wouldn't bullshit. And we've literally cut down artists on this show. Looks going fucking hell. I'm up next. What's going on? But yeah, we've cut down artists and just said, look, we don't like the track. That's our opinion, though. You take it how you want it. But anyway, Kai, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show, and look, we wish you all the best. And one thing that what we do as a Chalk and Cheese team, we stay with you now. That's it. You can't get rid of us. So we share everything that you put out. We like it. We make sure your voice is heard, because that's what we are. We don't get paid for this. We just want unsigned artists to get a fair chance in the music industry. So don't forget us when you make it big time, all right?
No, absolutely not. I always remember my friends.
Awesome. Oh, we're friends. Friends.
Always.
Still friends.
But, thank you so much, guys, for the kind words. I really appreciate it and having me on. I
No,
feel
thank
very
you.
loved.
Right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for taking me back like 15 years, man, because I feel young.
Yeah.
I feel.
I'm glad. I'm hoping to sort of. I think we need a little bit of nostalgia, actually, just taking us away from the last couple of years of just feeling really sort
for
of
sure.
cracked and unable to do much. But yeah, thank you so much. I'll actually hang around and listen to
Yes.
Smook's stuff, if that's okay.
You can stay on. You can stay on as long as you want.
I'm gonna take a quick free, and I'll be back.
This is where he goes, has a cigarette, has a pint, chills out while I take over the show. Look, no disrespect to Smook, Annie. I'm going to make this guy feel really, really bad. He's leaving you in the lurch, Smook. That's disrespectful, man. I would never do that to you, bro. Trust me.
Nah, it's all right.
But look, I have to introduce you because, like I said, I saw you on Instagram. About 2 weeks ago now, and we just been going back and forth. Are you coming on a show? Yes. So we finally got you on a show, man. And Instagram only kind of gives you snippets of how that artist is. And look, thank you for coming on the show. And you know how there's
Appreciate it.
with we appreciate you coming on the show, man. Trust me. If we didn't have you guys, we wouldn't have a show. So that's the way it is. So appreciate that. But I know you obviously. We introduced you you're from New York. How have you kind of gotten to where you are, kind of in this music industry? Tell us a little bit about yourself, and tell us about your influences as well.
Well, I've been doing music going on 2 years now. When I first started doing music, I was like doing freestyles. Like people would put on beats and I just do freestyles. And then people just was telling me like, yo, you got to take it serious because you got potential. So, I did my first song in the studio and dropped it, and I actually got some good reviews, and it just been history after that. I just been dropping music, doing videos. I'm currently trying to start my own record label called 4EP, Forever Pay Records.
Nice.
So,
So
that's...
you're literally going from an artist to big time straight away.
Yeah.
You're skipping that kind of middle ground. You're just like, fuck this, I'm going for it, man.
Yeah, yeah, basically, yeah.
But no, what a way to do it. You know, that kind of takes me back to Casper and I when we first started the show. We started off just chatting shit, like literally about, you know, crisis things around the world. And we're just like,
I still chat shit.
oh, he's back anyway. Thank you for everyone watching on Facebook. This fella's back. He's just had, you know, his pint, his piss, and his cigarette. And now he's back in the house. So,
Man, that Snook in the building.
you missed it, man. We've already introed.
Yeah,
You were doing your thing.
yeah.
But Smook, oh fucking hell! You know what? I want to know. You know, obviously you've been in the industry for 2 years now, and you started kind of off freestyling. Did you kind of sit in ciphers and things like that, and go back and forth in that style of freestyle?
A little bit. I mainly did like like instrumentals on Facebook or instrumentals on YouTube, just like different beats people put on. And I just free.
Yeah, man, that's cool. Like, you've got to have a talent. We had an artist. Who was it? Casper? Was it Dex? DEX?
Yes.
Yeah, we had an
Yes.
artist. And we asked him to do a freestyle, like literally on the spot. He literally. We gave him 3 words, and he just literally like nailed all 3 words and did a freestyle for us. But we're not going to do that tonight to you, so don't worry, man. It's all good. But what would you kind of, before we listen to your track, what would you say is your style, like your genre, and what made you kind of choose that style as well?
Cause like in my city, like a lot of people do like auto tune. They be doing like auto tune, harmonizing, singing. So I try to be different from everybody else. So like I don't know if it's a genre, but I really call it like talk rapping. Like I don't really be rapping, I just be talking and just go with the flow of the beat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
So I'm going to put you on the spot now. Obviously, being from New York, Biggie or Tupac?
Biggie.
You say Biggie.
Biggie. See? Loyal.
Yeah.
Loyalty.
East Coast.
I'm from London, and I'm a Biggie fan. I don't do Tupac, man.
London. You're from East Side, East Coast, East Side. It's the same shit, man. Just
Yeah.
I'd like, to be fair, Biggie just smashes over Pac anyway, but that's another for another day. I just wanted to see how loyal you were to New York. That's it.
Yeah,
But,
definitely.
but I don't know how if Charcoal's asked this question, but like when how old was you when you first discovered like your love of music and like your unique style?
I'm 24 right now, so I probably was like 13 years old when I actually started like doing freestyling over like different instrumentals.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
And them freestyles kind of start, was it kind of like in school, or was it kind of like the typical American that stereotype like on the street
around my neighborhood?
Yeah.
My older friend of mine that watched me grow up, he used to always throw like different beats on. He used to challenge me. He used to throw any different beat on, and I used to freestyle on him. And then after a while, I used to tell him like, man, you gotta take this serious, man, because you got potential.
Yeah. And did you find that kind of like improv kind of like developed you into the lyricist that you are today?
Yeah, I could say that because I got a lot of songs that I write, but I feel like freestyling it just like goes more with my kind of style.
Yeah. So would you say you find it easier to freestyle than actually just sit there like with a pen and paper, listen to a beat, and then write lyrics? Or
Yeah. Like when if I go in the studio, I find a beat, and then like the first thing that come to my head, I just go off with that, and then 9 out of 10 it's a hit.
yes. So would you say you're kind of more not a rapper, but like a spoken word poet more than anything?
I never really thought of it like that, but that's a good example though.
Yeah. So So is that how you would describe yourself as a spoken word poet then?
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I definitely use that now. A spoken word poet.
For sure,
I tell you
for
what,
sure.
you know what I'm going to say, Casper, but we've had a spoken word poet on the show. One of our first artists that we had on the show, he goes by the name of Jay Wrights. He just featured at the Apollo a few months back in, I think it was March, I think it was amateur night. He ended up getting booed off stage, but what a privilege to actually perform at the Apollo. He's happy about that as well. He doesn't care about being booed off, because I don't know if you know about the Apollo. Obviously one of the major venues known across in America to produce a lot of well-known artists today. So he was just happy to be on the stage, man, to share that kind of feeling, share that that passion as well that he kind of delivered. But he's awesome, man. He just spits it, and I don't know where his fucking thoughts come from, because he makes tracks every single day. It's ridiculous. And spoken poet, man, it's just, you've got to have that shit. You've got to experience as well. So I give it kind of mad respect, because you've got to have that knowledge of what you're going to say. Like, even when you're freestyling, like, I don't know if you know Harry Mack. Harry Mack, like the white rapper, he just freestyles over everything. Literally, you throw words at him and he just freestyle about it. But anyway, let's just get straight onto one of your tracks, man, because I've already got it queued up anyway. So we're going to listen to Black Cherry first off. And
Already.
Yeah. Don't forget, guys, if you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching this on the rerun, make sure you check out both of these artists, Kai and Smook. Let's go.
Woo! Yeah. Nigga, Smook Herbo on this shit, man. Bitch, 40p and shit. Nigga, love the game, nigga. Backwoods, slings exotic, yeah, that's in my blunt. Straight cash, no shorts, and we don't do no front. Baby girl, what you tripping about? That's 3.5. Black Terror, you want 2 of them? That's 75. We don't play when it come to them peas, nigga. We send them high, what you need, big or small? All my niggas tryna ball. And I'm there when they fall, I don't hate when they ball. I'm just there to cheer them on, we just tryna have a ball. About to cop me a Richard Millie, zips around. In Houston with a bitch named Whitney. Bro, 20 like Jimmy. 5 P's, my price is 60. 5 P's, my price is 60. Wholesale, them shit cheap. Riding around in a foreign Jeep. Me and Wolf, we don't get no sleep. Run it up, then we go OT. Wholesale, them shit is cheap. Riding around in a foreign Jeep. Me and Wolf, we don't get no sleep. Run it up, then we go OT. Backwoods, slings exotic, yeah, that's in my blunt. Straight cash, no shorts, and we don't do no front. Baby girl, what you tripping about? That's 3.5. Black Terror, you want 2 of them? That's 75. We don't play when it come to them peas, nigga. Send them high, what you need, big or small? All my niggas tryna ball. And I'm there when they fall, I don't hate when they ball. I'm just there to cheer them on, we just tryna have a ball. Yeah, nigga, go get that shit, nigga, that slave exotic, nigga. Fuck you talking about 3.5, nigga. I die with this shit, nigga, sure, nigga. Fuck, I die with this shit. Yeah, go get that shit. You know, the rapper in town, nigga. What the fuck going on, nigga? Fuck.
Sorry, man. I added that echo effect on the end of it. It's just natural for me. But hey, look, man, Casper talks about 808s always, and yeah, when that 808 hits, you just literally start getting into it, and that's what I'm finding with a lot of music these days coming out of like the US. That punchy kind of bass line, just literally, you're unexpected, and then it just bang hits you in the face. Look, you brought 3 different styles of rapping onto that track for some reason. I was like, hang on. He went for kind of, you mentioned how you don't like use auto-tune. It sounded like you were kind of using auto-tune a little tiny bit, just kind of pure out that track. Correct me if I'm wrong. Also, like I said, it was kind of 3 levels. So you started off, it didn't sound like you through those 3 different levels. Mumble, a little bit of mumble. I found that last kind of section of the track. Middle was you know, you kind of rapping straight bars, and then the start of that track was just kind of. And don't get me wrong, don't like have a go at me. Is more of kind of a softer side of you. I don't, you can prove me wrong in that, having those three different levels. So, am I pretty much on the mark of that?
Definitely.
Nice one, and that's what we like, you know, Casper. We say it all the time that, you know, we want to hear something different. Like, we don't want just someone spitting bars like straight away and just continuing all the way through. We like listening to different levels of music, and you just showing that you've got that in your repertoire to kind of change it up and be so effortless, and the flow, it just flows. So yeah, mad track. You know, I got my head bopping. So yeah, well done, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. For me, obviously, the first thing that sticks out is that 808, man. Like, you just hear that. It's the first thing you hear. It's just that boom. And okay, so so where's it gonna go with this? Where's it gonna go with this? I wouldn't even put you in like the spoken word poet category, if I'm honest. I just wouldn't. I think the middle of the song made up for the beginning and the end. So I enjoyed the middle of the song, but the beginning and the end, like Charcoal said, I whether it started off too soft, and I was expecting that boom, okay, come get me type of thing. But yeah, the middle, I prefer when you rap than when you do kind of like the kind of talking side of it, and like Charcoal said, like the very minimal like mumble rap part of it. I can definitely see what you were trying to do with the song. I'm not saying it's a bad song, because it's not a bad song. Whether my ears are just not has a custom to that type of rap like Charcoal's, I don't know. But all in all, yeah, the production obviously is fire. And your flow is good as well. I'm not even going to say that your flow is shit, because it's not shit, because I've heard worse on the show. But yeah, man, like I could definitely see what you was trying to do with it. Did I like the kind of like back up kind of vocal echoey type effects in parts of the song? I personally didn't like it, but that's just my opinion. That's what my ears hear. So, but all in all, man, I'll probably give it like a good 6.5, I'd say, out of 10. But that's just my opinion. So don't take anything like to heart. I can see that you're not going to anyway. But that's just what my ears hear. And obviously, Charcoal's ears are a bit more accustomed to that type of hip hop.
Yeah.
I hear.
I like the track, and that's why I kind of give you a bit of a respect, because obviously, for someone to kind of sit down and think, you know what, I don't want to do that style all the way through. I want to kind of mix it up a little bit. That's courageous. Sure. And you know what I mean? Like, I take my hat off to you, and I probably
appreciate it.
No, I have to say though, like Javon Chi, I hope I said that right. Javon Chi Leonardo on Facebook, man. Yeah. He give you like pure flames. So yeah, man, like obviously just because I'm not accustomed to it, it doesn't mean that other people won't like it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody likes something different in different genres of music. But yeah, man, like I said, it's not a bad track. It's just I as a DJ, I could kind of hear like sometimes you come in offbeat, whether that was on purpose or whether that was kind of like,
yeah, it's like catch up, isn't it? Like, but that's the style as well. You know what I mean? Like, they kind of leave you hanging for that beat hits, and then play catch up. So, yeah, look, as Casper said, you know,
sorry, Chuck. Even Kai said like you sound. Oh shit! What did she just say? She said, yeah, that you sound very original, and that's your niche. So if that's what you feel comfortable with doing, man, you carry on doing it, man. Because like I say, people out there there'll be certain groups of people out there that will definitely like your sound. Not every like.
I really
not all the music that we hear. Not all the music that we hear on this show like is appealing to everybody else. Like the chart music that we have now, fuck, man,
Right.
it doesn't appeal to me at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't really appeal to me. Like, I have to learn to kind of adapt to it just because we do what we do. We're DJs now,
Right.
so we have to do what people
Yeah.
want. But yeah, definitely, I can definitely imagine that in a club for sure. People bopping about and the girls like getting a little twerk on and that. So yeah, man. Yeah.
Appreciate it. I appreciate it.
No, not a problem, man. Like, tell us a little bit about that track as well. Like, what made you kind of come up with those lyrics?
Cause one of my close friends got his own weed strain. It's called Slain Exotic. So the black cherry is actually like a strand weed, black cherry. So
Yeah.
it was basically like a promotion. It was like a promotion song, promoting his strand, the weed. So
Do you know what? Now that you've said that, right, and with me, kind of the beat always takes me away. I love beats, right? So now that you've said that, the way you actually perform that track makes sense, Casper. You know, with the end of that track, how kind of being, I wouldn't call it mumble rap because it wasn't fully mumble. You could still understand, but you could see what he was trying to do with, having a toke or having, spliff or whatever, sitting back and just kind of letting it flow, like just, Casper, you lived in Jamaica, you know when you sit back and just
Well, I don't live in Jamaica. I lived in the Caribbean. Like, I didn't live in Jamaica. I think if I lived in Jamaica with my opinions, I don't think I would have got back to the UK in one piece, man. That's for sure. So, but yeah, I kind of get it. Kind of give me like the end of it now. Now, actually, like kind of processing it a little bit more. Kind of give me like Lil Wayne vibes towards the end, because we all know Wayne, man. He goes in the studio and he can't spit without being high. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
So you kind of give me like Lil Wayne vibes. And Javonchi just said that's trap music. Like he told us, and like I said, it's just our opinion, but he told us to get in tune, fellas. That's it. Get in tune, Jaka.
And it's crazy because Javonchi, I actually got songs with him too.
Oh wow, we're gonna hear those as well. Just send them our way. But yeah, I like that track, man. I like what you did with it. And so yeah, Javonchi. Sorry, hopefully I say that right. Just drop that S off the fellas and just put fella. Trust me. Anyway,
let's get to the second one, man. Let me see if I can process the second one.
All right,
let's do this. Yeah. So I'm not going to pronounce this because it got really, really like shafted at the start of this. But this is High as a Bitch. I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga. Smooth Herbo on this shit, nigga. I know the fuck one, nigga. I'm back, nigga. My son cursing this bitch, nigga. Ganging this shit, long live. I know the fuck going on, nigga. We be high as a bitch. Hey, we be high as a bitch. All these niggas, they be talking. We be high as a bitch. All these bitches, they be fucking. We be high as a bitch. Yeah. And all these niggas, they be shooting. We be high as a bitch. 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 Long live June, that's first off. All my guns keep a burst on it. All these niggas want a verse on it. These niggas can't put a word on it. Put my gun in the hearse with me. Put my op on the shirt with me. Call your bitch, you just mouth on me. All these thoughts say I act funny. Say I act funny. Say I act funny. I be fucking on these bitches for days. On the road, gotta go catch a play. Stop frontin' cause I know where you stay. You could know where I stay. Ain't no ducking, no hay. Ain't no duck in your face. We're so Phoenix in the bus with the sun. Quarterback and all the plates to the bag. Even your bitch said my swag ain't too bad. Get my hood on the map. 5, 6, 7 vultures, yeah, them niggas different. Yeah, we'll punish your ass like you was stealing in the kitchen. All my niggas really known for water whipping. All these niggas say, yeah, that nigga tripping. Nigga, we be high as a bitch. All my niggas, they be walking. We be high as a bitch. All these niggas, we be front. We be high as a bitch. And all these niggas, they be shooting. They be high as a bitch. 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 High as a bitch.
Right, Choco, I want to go first now, man. Sorry, I'm going to jump in there. Yeah, you're listening to the Chalk and Cheese Show. We are joined by Kai and Schmook, and that was Schmook's new single, High as a Bitch. Now, we just touched on the base that, like, kind of like you do your own thing, you do your own style, and I'll probably fucking get like shamed and fucking whatever for this comment. But I need to say it, man. I'm sorry. But like, fucking, when you say that you have your own style and that, but I feel like I've heard it before. Rappers saying, I'm high as a bitch, I'm fucking bitches, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Like, for me, that it doesn't sound too original, man. And I'm sorry. Like, I'm not even trying to like fucking like put you down or anything like that. But I just feel personally myself that I've heard that many times before. I don't know if you want to come back at me and kind of tell me different, but in my opinion, I just feel that I've heard it 1,000 times before.
That song is crazy because I was with a group of friends and we was, getting high and we was like playing around with it, and I actually went and turned it into an actual song. And they was just going crazy, like, "Oh, you really turned that into a song?" Like, so that's really how that song came about, though.
But can you agree to some certain, like, can you agree like with me to some certain degree that we have heard it before?
Yeah,
rappers talking about being high fucking bitches and doing this and doing that. You know what I'm saying? So this is what makes me think like that song for me wasn't really that original.
Right.
Just in my opinion, like I say, like you can tell me to shut the fuck up. You can just tell me whatever. But like I say, this is just my opinion, and I don't know how you feel about the situation, Charcoal. But like I just feel like I've heard it many times before.
Right.
Right. Let me break it down for you. Right. I'm going to put you on the spot, Casper. No, put that mic down. Right. Put that mic down. So, you've heard it before. Where have you heard it? Let me ask you a question. Where have you heard it?
Many times.
Okay.
Many times before, man.
All right.
Listen to people like Tiger. Listen to people like Lil Wayne. Listen to people like fucking Drake. Yeah, mate, you want me to carry on? Because I'll go on and on and on.
Listen.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I've heard it so many fucking times before. And like, I don't even mean to get irate about the situation, but I just feel like I've heard it before.
Listen.
Too many times.
It's like you about Boris Johnson again. So let me have a word, right? The reason why I asked you that question is because I wanted to set you up, right? You talk about Tiger, you talk about all these artists, and you've heard it before. These people have made fucking millions off that music. Millions. So how can you say that, oh, it just sounds like every fucking other track? Yeah, you know why it sounds like every other track? It's because people are fucking making money off that type of music. This is what this gentleman's probably trying to do, right? And you run down this track,
get that.
thinking guys have made money off it. They're rich. I want to be like them, you know. I want to bring my
but mate, if you're an unsigned artist, be an unsigned artist. Be something that somebody hasn't seen before. You know what I'm saying? Do you like you, there's no need to copy other artists. So they're there. They're already there. They made it. They're at the top of the ladder. Unsigned artists, let's be fucking brutally honest now, man. They're at the bottom. They need to work their way up. So do something different. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm sorry, man, but this is just how I feel, and I haven't had a rant like this for ages. But like, this is how I feel.
Can I say something?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I just wanted to say, I think like when you are an unsigned artist and there is a massive amount of artists now. I think finding more original lyrics and original ideas for songs can be a lot harder because everybody's already done them. So sometimes I think, yeah, you could say that what Smook's talking about is very much something we've already heard, but it's also what everybody's listening to some extent. So I just in his defense, and I also really like the flow of it. But don't be afraid to hit the beat is what I would say, because that's what makes songs from underground to commercial. But not to take anything away from DJ Casper and Charcoal, but I just want to.
It's fine, but this is why I love doing the show, because it allows everybody to have an opinion. Like I say, just because I've heard it before, it doesn't mean that like I said on the first track, it doesn't mean that other people ain't gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? The point that I was trying to make is the fact that I feel like I've heard it before. That's the point that I was trying to make.
You know what, Casper? Like, you look at artists coming through, right? You ask them about their influences, right? They will say, like you say, Little John, Little Dirk, and this is probably who Smook kind of has grown up listening to, those artists, and that's all he knows. You know what I mean? He's probably a more talented artist than that, but it's like saying to Adele, right? Going, you can't sing like fucking Celine Dion because
She better.
it sounds the same. That's just fucking stupid, man. That's a stupid.
Come on, no. That's a shit fucking example that you just give them. Adele to Celine Dion, really?
But
come on,
mate,
come on.
It's not the artist. It's the comment that you made that kind of makes me think you just fucking diss this guy's track.
No, I haven't. Mate, I haven't dissed the track. I haven't like fucking dissed him. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's fucked. I've heard it all before. I don't want to listen to it. I've heard it all.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I feel like I've heard it all before, and that's no disrespect to him or the music. I'm just saying that I feel that I've heard them lyrics before.
Yeah, that's all right.
We all
I've heard it. You know what? It's like me saying, "Oh, I've heard a garage track before, so I don't like garage." Oh, I've heard a hip hop track before, so I don't like hip hop. Everyone raps about fucking the same shit. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, so you agree with me then? Because you just say everyone raps about the same fucking shit. So make up your mind, mate. What is it? Everyone raps about the same shit.
It's how you put it together. That's just a stupid comment again. It's how you put the production together. It's how you put it together. And for this guy to take a track that's been heard many and many times to make it his own, man, you got to give the guy some kind of respect for that.
I didn't say that I disrespected him. I didn't say that, and I'm not saying that my hat isn't off to him, because I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? It's easy for me to sit here and listen to music and say, oh, I don't like this bit, and I don't like that bit, and I don't like this, and I don't like that. I don't fucking do music. I don't produce music. I don't sing, and there's a reason why I don't fucking sing or produce music. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy for me to say that, but again, I take it back to the point, man. When you hear Drake do it, when you hear Lil Wayne do it, when you hear fucking, mate, like I say, man, Biggie done it, Tupac done it. They've all done it. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, like,
that's it.
Again.
Sorry, they've kept that. They've kept that. You can't use that. You can't use that style. That's what you're saying, man.
Oh my God. No, obviously the evolution of hip hop has changed. I get it.
And this young 24 years old is trying to reinvent himself, trying to fucking, bring out tracks that,
I'm mad respect for that, because like I just said, mate, I don't sing, I don't produce, I can't do what these guys are doing that come on the show. But I'm just giving my opinion of what I hear. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure, so I respect that. He's gone now. This is what I'm saying. He's fucking had enough. He's like, fuck that shit.
But what do you want me to say though? Seriously, like, fucking, if I give my review and that's it. If I pay to review music outside of this show, I'm gonna give my honest review. If I heard that and I was behind the keyboard, I'll say the same shit.
I understand that, and we've reviewed some really, really poor songs, right? You wouldn't put
Mate, you know me, man. I'm not a dickhead. I'm not a prick. I won't purposely fucking put somebody down. But if I feel like that I've heard it all before, man, that I'm gonna say that. And
Yeah.
that's why I said before I said what I said, I'm probably gonna get fucking shot for this or fucking boom. Like I'll probably get a fucking massive backlash, fucking hate messages come from on fucking Instagram now. But mate, I'm here. I'm here, and this is and mate, you can't tell me that you haven't heard that before. Come on, be real now, man. This show is about being real. You can't tell me you haven't heard that shit before.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
There we go.
But look, he's brought his own style to that track, right? He's heard it before. Like, sorry, you've heard it before. I've heard those lyrics before, man. Like that's what 90s and even 2000s grew up, talking about getting pussy, having drinks, doing drugs and shit like that. Man, but they're all hits. They're all hits. And this guy's probably grown up listening to all that and going, you know what? I want to be influenced by that.
Mate, like I said, I don't disrespect him or anything like that. I respect him because he does what he does. All I'm saying is that the lyrics that he's used, I've heard before.
Yeah.
Loads of times. That's it. So I apologize to him.
Anyone listening to this is probably this is why we call this show the Chalk and Cheese, because Casper has his opinion, and you know what the saying is, they're two opposites. So chalk is two opposites with the cheese. So that's the reason why we both have opinions, and we don't get along, but off air, that's it. We'll talk about life, we'll talk about everything. And look, Smook jump back on because fucking obviously you've calmed down a bit, Casper.
Yeah, no. It's not the fact that I was angry. I'm just giving my opinion. So I want him to talk.
I wanted you up, man. I'm fucking hell. You're easy. Smook, welcome back to the show. Hopefully,
My bad, guys.
hopefully you didn't get taken back. He's like, you know what? These two bitches out there are arguing so much. I need to get outside, man. I need to get some fresh air.
Me and Charcoal, seriously, Smoke, that we're arguing more than anything that we've ever argued on the show, because the opinions are so opposite. I did, like I said, but when you jumped off, I actually said I don't respect you, and I respect you massively for doing what you do.
Sure.
So like, mate, just keep on the grind. Like, it is my opinion, and that's it. Like, we're just gonna forget about it. Like,
I'm gonna put this to you, right? Have you got any tracks that you've kind of laid down?
Like, do I got like other songs?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I got a lot of. I got like over 100 unreleased songs right now.
You know what, bro? Send me those tracks, and I will play those tracks next week on the show, right? And we'll have we'll have two new guests on the show, and we will do another review, and we will, we'll see what else is in the repertoire, because, like, I applaud every single artist. I don't give a shit if it was like the worst person in the world laying down a track. We've had, like Casper said, we review artists off air. So we do this off air. We get paid to do it, right? I don't know how, but we fucking do. And we've had some tracks where I'll call him up, he calls me up and go, you know what, this is absolute fucking shit. I can't even hear the lyrics. I can't even understand lyrics. So, look, hopefully you haven't kind of taken our argument as disrespectful, because we don't want to disrespect.
No.
We just have different views.
There was no disrespect intended, man. Like I say, it like
we took over the fucking show, man. Like, we took over the show. Me going back and forth, we took over it, and he just thought, I need to get some fresh air. I need to fuck off and get out of this. Like, I'll give it
again. I'm sorry.
Okay, right, Schmuck. I want you I want you to have your say now, because I feel like I haven't been a dick, but like fucking, I just give my opinion. So I want your reaction to my opinion, if you would.
I definitely don't take your opinion as disrespect. That's just, some criticism, but I'ma just, take what you said and try to, do things a little differently, basically.
Do you know what I'd like to see, Smook? I would love to see you go hard on the track. I think you've got that in you.
Yeah.
I would love to see you because you know what? Through that track just then, because you did it once again. You started off quite slow and then you kind of ramped it up. I would like you to take it fucking right up, like put a bit of bite in your fucking lyrics, like literally. I know you can do it because you got that style, you got that voice as well. If you take it up a notch, man, you will sound so much harder on, especially with those trap beats and those drill beats, right? You, that's what's needed in that kind of like that style, that genre, just fucking hard. Because you got that 808 banging again. You just need to bring those vocals in on that track. And I know what you're kind of doing because you're talking about having a smoke and all that kind of, and I understand that was the focus around that song, but I want to see you on a track just fucking hit it because I know you'd sound awesome. I promise.
Definitely, yeah. I'm definitely gonna try that. I love trying new things. I love taking opinions, and adding a little.
And I see that. I see like you can still keep the flow, still keep the flow. You're gonna, you have like pauses in it and things like that. But I think if you kind of nail it, just smash it, like just come out and just fucking go hard on it. And even if you go soft at start, like you have been, and then go in between, just fucking go. I can't think of the artist who does that, but like starts off a bit people going, yeah, this is all right, and then bang, they just fucking whoa, hang on, what's this guy?
Yeah.
So
I think the closest artist that I know that does that is maybe Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez kind of goes a bit soft, doesn't he? Because he kind of sing and rap at the same time. Yeah, I think, but definitely, man, I want you to come back on the show and I want you to say "fuck you, Casper." That's it. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I want you
definitely.
to.
I'll definitely.
come on
Yeah,
the show and I
I'll
want
be
you
looking forward to come back.
yeah, man. I definitely want you to say, well, suck on this. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck you. Because, like,
Yeah.
obviously, this conversation's been a bit like entertaining because Kai's got the popcorn out now, so she's ready, like, she's relaxing and chill. It's better than Netflix and chill. Let's be fair, man. But yeah, like I just want you to know that I mean no disrespect to you. It's just my opinion. Like carry on grinding, doing what you're doing, and I guarantee, man, you come to London, you perform one of your songs, you fucking like they'll love it, man, for sure.
Oh yeah, that'll be exciting to come out there.
Yeah, man, for sure. Because the London crowd, man, I don't know how it is where Kai is, but like in East London, when you got like a group of boys and they're in the club and they hear a banger, man, that's it, man. They go off. It goes off. You know what I'm saying? They're all jumping about and everything like that.
Were you throwing shade at me, Casper? I felt like you were.
No.
I feel like you were.
Oh, fucking hell, I've upset everyone tonight. No. I'm just saying, like, I know how it is in East, but I don't know how it is in West. That's what I'm saying.
Dave's from West, right?
Who?
Dave.
Dave.
Oh, yeah, he's a Streatham boy, right? He's Streatham.
I say he's from West.
Yeah, I think he's from Streatham.
Are you just making stuff up?
No, I swear to you, no, because I actually saw something online today saying, "Oh, Dave got stabbed or something." That Streatham lad, Dave got stabbed, but I know it's not true. That's fucking fake news because. But yeah, man, fucking, I've upset everyone tonight. I think that's a wrap, man.
Let me just mute for a sec, man. I'm just.
Oh, his microphone's off. He's off. Like he's already off. Charcoal, you need to turn microphone off.
You know,
on.
this is how good I am. I fucking muted myself rather than muting you. There you go. You're gone. Listen, Smoke. Like, what's coming up for you? Obviously, you've got that hundreds of songs. Man, if I had hundreds of songs, I'd be just like, oh yes, what am I going to do next? What am I going to do? Yeah. So, hopefully, like I said, man, you're taking the criticism quite well, and you have done tonight, and that's spinning in your head, going, you know what? I may go hard on the next track. I might do that, or I might have something up my sleeve to shock Casper. But yeah, what's coming up for you anyway in the future?
I'm working on my album. It's almost done. I got probably like 4 more songs that I want to put on there, But after that, I'm just work on dropping some more visuals.
Nice, nice, and also the record label you spoke about at the start of the interview. How are you finding that? Because that's tough, man. You kind of like getting a team together where team of artists where you go, you know what, I'll handpick you, I'll handpick you, and building that team around you that support, or you kind of go, you know what, fuck,
Yeah.
I don't trust anyone, I'll go to solo. So you're building a team, or you just kind of going it solo with that?
I'm just because I got a young artist that I'm looking to sign, but it's really like I really don't want to go as like a label. I want to do like a management, you know, like because I got a big platform right now. I got my channel. I got music on like Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal.
Mm-hmm.
I got a good production team with like the studio. I got a camera. I take pictures. So I'm trying to like go around that aspect, not as in like signing, but like a brotherhood. You come, we'll find you shows, book, shoot your videos, stuff like that.
And are you finding it easy to kind of get artists to suit your style, suit your genre, or do you just like kind of let them do their own thing and go, you know what, you do your thing and I'll just kind of support you, whatever you do?
Yeah, basically like that. You just, you bring your own talent, and if I like it, I'll back you up on it.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. And like that, mad, mad respect for doing that. Casper and I, we currently are promoting a band over in, and I'll speak to you, Kai, about this off air because what you mentioned, indie. I want to kind of tap into your thoughts about that one as well. But yeah, Smook. Are you starting like? I'll go back to my kind of original question. Are you doing this solo? Because obviously it's a hard grind, man, to do everything yourself because you've got to look at management.
At the moment right now, I'm definitely everything I'm doing is by myself. Like I do my own mixtape covers. I promote my own music, video shoots, marketing. So I'm definitely looking for a team because I definitely can't do this all by myself.
Yeah, for sure. And look, Smook, if there's anything that we can help with over here, promoting these artists, because that's what we do, just kind of in our own time, like send them artists our way. We work with a couple of record labels as well. We work with a few promoters, so we might have that connection that could support you and support what you're trying to do. So like
most definitely.
Add respect, and we will showcase your music as well. So we don't want to leave you out of the limelight. We want you to see you grow as well. So, but look, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. I've unmuted Casper, so hopefully he can kind of end this show on a lighter note, and we can stop arguing because off air, we'll kiss and make up. Don't you worry.
Fuck, man, you treat me like I'm the big bad wolf. Fuck, man. Yes, that has been the Chalk and Cheese Show this Wednesday. Big shout out to Kai representing London and Schmuck, who represented downtown New York. We have been the Chalk and Cheese Show. I've been DJ Casper and also always joined by my co-host DJ Charcoal. This is what we do each and every Wednesday. So be sure to tap in. I always say tell a friend to tell a friend. Is all about supporting each other, supporting one another, getting the movement out there, getting the sound out there, etc., etc. Whether people like what we always say, I can't help what comes out of my mouth, really. It's the same with Charcoal. But yeah, again, guys, thank you for everyone that's been locked in on the Chalk and Cheese radio station as well, as we've been broadcasting live on the radio, and also everyone that's joined us on Facebook and everyone that will join us for the rerun on Facebook. All the videos are on Facebook. You can catch us on Facebook at the Chalk and Cheese Show, and also YouTube, the Chalk and Cheese Show. Instagram, Chalk and Cheese Show is a reoccurring theme. We are the Chalk and Cheese Show, so you can catch us on all the platforms as well. Be sure to catch up on past interviews as well. we have an interview with Robbie from the Goo Goo Dolls, the founder of the Goo Goo Dolls, on there, and surviving R. Kelly victim Lizette Martinez. You can find that all them interviews and more at www.thechalkcheeseshow.com. But until next week, guys, I've been DJ Caspar and DJ Charcoal, and we are the Chalk and Cheese Show. So until next week, guys, take care, have a great week, and see you then. Peace.
So, guys.